everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ara's Life on Budget. Ara here. Welcome or welcome back, and thank you so much for being with me today in my channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support and I'm very thankful. Today in this video we are going to work on the budget for the month of December, and I can't believe it. I know that I say it every single month. I always say it every time I come to this video, but I don't know, like, it's crazy how fast time goes and how fast a new budget needs to be done. You know, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And we're already in December and 2024 is already over. I don't know. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. For me, it's crazy that the year is almost done. Anyway, before we move into the budgeting portion of the video, first of all, don't mind this huge scar here, wound that I have on my hand. This is another burn. I'm burning myself everywhere. I have another one here which is pretty bad, so please don't mind that. I don't have any way of covering it right now, so you're gonna have to see it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so before we go into the budget, a little bit about myself in case you're watching for the first time or you don't know about me. I am a part-timer. I have a part-time job, and yeah, I work in a school, a private school. I'm a teacher and I get paid only once a month. So the budget that I create with you is the whole budget for my whole paycheck, my whole monthly paycheck. And then if I can, usually if I get enough money during the month, I go ahead and I divide this payment that I get into multiple small paychecks that I give myself essentially, and I cash stuff based on whatever amount I give myself. But lately I haven't really been able to do it because I haven't been paid a lot and I'm struggling financially. Yay, beautiful. But that's okay, because that's what we're here for, right? We're here to learn how to take care of our finances, we're here to grow, and we're here to find the best strategy for all of us to save money. I'm still trying to figure out mine. Anyway, so I get paid once a month and my paycheck goes by the hour. So what it means is that the more I work, the more I get paid. The less I work, the less I get paid. So my income is not particularly stable. It varies a lot during the month, also because we have a lot of taxes and a lot of deductions that happen every month on our paychecks. So I discovered, because this I had no idea. I am new to the world of working for other people. So this is my first ever job, so I had no idea that this happened. But I thought that, you know, all the taxes and all the deductions were fixed, but I discovered that no, they're not. So the more you get paid, the more taxes apply, which now that I'm saying it, it's kind of obvious, but I don't know, in my mind I didn't consider that. So every time is very difficult to come up with an actual number, you know, amount that I can use to budget with you, because every time I have no idea. Like, my gross payment is of €8.72. That's my gross payment, which is below minimum wage. But hello, this is Italy. Welcome to Italy. Yay, bella vita. Woohoo. Yeah, it's below minimum wage. So that's the gross. The net that I get is even less than that, and I have no idea how to calculate the net because of what I said. You know, all the taxes and all the deductions, they always change. So 2 months ago, my net was of €8.20. This month, like November, it was of €7.80. So I have no idea. But anyway, today, according to what I calculated, we should get paid around €900 I hope it's gonna be more than that, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be over 900 for how much I've worked. If anything, it's gonna be less than that. But that's okay. We're gonna work with what we have and we're gonna make it work. Luckily, I'm almost 1 month ahead in one big expense that I have for the month, so that should help a lot. That should help, you know, lessen the burden a little bit, but we'll see. I'm hoping by January to get at least 3 months ahead. That's like, that would be my sweet spot, you know, that would be the ideal for me. But anyway, let's go into the budget and let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna zoom you in and I'm gonna explain everything that we're gonna do together. Alright, so this is my budget sheet. I have my cheat sheet in front of me, you can see it. So we're working on my fixed expenses, my savings, which are the most important right now. My sinking funds are really lacking at the moment because I don't have enough money to, you know, fund everything, including my sinking funds. So I have to, unfortunately, sacrifice something, and I have to sacrifice my sinking funds. That's the only option that I have. And then I have my wallet. So these are the categories we're gonna work on. Let's start with fixed expenses, which these are the ones that I have to pay no matter what. And so far, because I live with my parents, I'm very lucky. I don't have any groceries or bills or taxes to take care of. My parents don't let me pay for anything. I tell you, like, my parents are probably the best. The other day I went to the hairstylist. I hadn't been to the hairdresser, right? Anyway, I hadn't been to the hairdresser in ages because I didn't have enough money, and for what I get, I didn't have enough to, you know, put to the side for a haircut. So I was waiting for the right moment while my parents paid for me for my hairdresser, and so I was able to go and get a haircut. So I'm very lucky, very lucky. So because I live with my parents, I don't have all the usual expenses that you usually would have. To be honest, with what I get paid, I would love to move out and live on my own, because I'm in an age where, you know, it would be ideal to go out. You know, it's time for me to finally spread my wings and go away, and I can't wait, because I need my own independence and I need to have my own space and, you know, my own thing, do my own thing. But I don't get paid enough. So if I do decide to move out, all my money for what I get from what I get right now would go to paying rent and to pay for groceries and to pay for bills. I wouldn't have anything to survive, literally, because with 900 euros a month, this is not enough to sustain life. Absolutely not. Especially if you consider that the average rent here in Italy is of 500 euros, which is the lowest you can find in the, you know, shittiest place. Sorry for the word, don't really like that word, but you get the idea. And then, you know, there's everything else. So this would all go to survive. So I can't do that right now. But anyway, so as of now, all my fixed expenses are all things like my subscriptions, my gym, my phone bill, which is the only thing that I pay for myself, my therapy, because I am on therapy to cure anxiety and depression, unfortunately, and then debt. Debt meaning the debt that I have towards my workplace. They habilitated me to work, and so since they paid for me, I have to pay them back. But anyway, so in my subscriptions this month we're gonna get, oh, this one is not writing too well, is it? Let me get another one. And if I sound a bit weird, it's because I'm developing another cold. I can't anymore. If you work with kids, you know, you're always sick. No matter if you do the seasonal vaccine, you're always gonna get sick. Yeah. Anyway, so my subscriptions is gonna get 50. I am trying to slowly bring it down. So far I was able to cut down 5 euros, so next month I'll try to get rid of something else, but as of now we're gonna keep 50. which is still a lot, too much. Gym, we're gonna pay 30 euros. This is for a whole month. I don't go to a public gym right now. I am paying for a personal not a personal program, it's like an online program, okay, because it's cheaper. Here all the gyms are crazy expensive. I don't have the money for that, and so this is the only option that I have right now to work out at home through an online program. So this is what I'm doing. And then my phone bill is 10 euros every month. Now, moving on to therapy. Originally for therapy, I pay 200 euros every month because I go to therapy every Monday of the month. Now, here I have my all my videos for the month. So in December, we have how many Mondays? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, we have 5 Mondays, but as you can see, 2 of them are pretty close to holidays, like the 24th of December, the 30th. So I guess I'm gonna go to the 23rd session, but I most likely won't go to the 30th. I'm probably just gonna go in January. So I'm still gonna budget for 4 Mondays, which means 200 euros. But luckily this month in November, because of some things that happened, I was only able to go to therapy 2 Mondays. So I skipped the 25th and I skipped the 4. So I only have to pay for 2, which means that I'm paying half of what I originally budgeted at the beginning of the month. So of the 200 that I budgeted for November, I only spent 100, which means that I have 100 remaining already for therapy. So I don't need another 100. Plus, I completed a challenge that I was using to save for therapy, and in that challenge I saved 130 euros. So I'm gonna use that money to pay the remaining part. Okay, sorry, my camera stopped recording while I was talking and I didn't notice, so I moved on. Anyway, essentially what I said is that I already have the money to the side to pay for this month, for all of my sessions of this month. But I still want to give myself some more money because I want to keep on being ahead of the game, okay? I don't want to fall behind. So since I would have 30 euros left of all this money, I'm only gonna budget for 170 so that I can reach the 200 for January, essentially. So right now I'm already paying for January, and then in January, with the pay of December, I'm gonna pay for February, and hopefully by then I will have another challenge complete, and so I will be able to pay for March, because of therapy is expensive. Unfortunately. But anyway, moving on to debt. Now this is not a huge debt. I need to repay, like I've said already, I think my workplace, they paid for me to get the certificate to teach with them, so I need to repay them, and as of now, because I have other things that I'm trying to save money for, I'm only gonna keep it to 50. I'm completing a challenge that is helping me save for this one to make some extra payment in the future. I want to try and pay this one in a couple of years, probably a year and a half. Technically, if I keep on putting to the side 50 euros, I calculated that I should be able to repay this in about, yeah, pretty much 18 months or something like that. I don't know, I'm not too sure. I'll try, but I'm not in a rush right now, to be honest. The only reason why I want to get this paid is because this is really the only thing that is keeping me bound to them and is not allowing me to go anywhere else, because of course I need to repay them. But so I want to be free, you know. As soon as I pay them back, I want to be able to look at other options and find another job that is better paid, because I don't get paid enough here, let's be honest, and because there are a lot of things here going on that are just not right and that I just not like. So yeah, I want to find another place. I mean, I like this job, you know, I like the environment is great. Me and my colleagues, we all get along. My manager as well, she's great. She's fantastic with us. It's very friendly, and you know, you get to see a lot of people. It's beautiful, but because of all these things, and really because of the pay, I need to look for another position. And also because this job really doesn't give me any option to grow. Like I'm done basically. I did everything that I could do inside of here, so my career inside this company is already done. Anyway, let's not go into that. So these are my fixed expenses. Let's see what we owe in total for this one. We owe 50, 30, 10, and then 170 and 50 for a total of 310. Wow, they've never been this high. So 900, and hopefully 900 is gonna be what we get the end of the month, minus 310. It means that we have 590 euros left to go to everything else. So let's move very quickly into my wallet, because my wallet gets a standard of 200 euros for the entire month, and this is enough for me, to be honest. It's working really, really well. So until it changes, I'm gonna keep it at 200. And 200 means that car gets 40 euros every month. My personal spending gets 80, and eating out gets 80. Luckily, I don't eat out a lot, I don't use the car a lot, and I really don't spend much for myself. So all this money usually goes to my savings for a total of 200. So 590 minus 200 means that we have 390 euros left. Is that correct? I don't know why it doesn't feel correct, but apparently it is. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna put 10 towards health, because I have an appointment in February, I think it was, so I still have a bit of time, but I still want to try and start putting some money towards it, so that I don't reach the day of the appointment that I don't have anything saved for that. And then let's move into my savings, which is the hard part here. So we have my basic savings, which right now are only 3, because really I don't have the money to work on anything else, which is my emergency fund, my savings, and my buffer. Now, my emergency fund and my savings, I try to grow them together. So I think I'm gonna put 20. Let me see, what else do I have? Yeah, let's try putting 20 in both of them for the month. And in buffer, I'm gonna put 10. Buffer, I'm rebuilding from scratch because I needed the money for therapy, so I had to deplete it. So we're gonna start over with this one, and so I'm gonna give myself 10 for a total of 50. So we have 330 euros left. Now, moving on to my big savings here, I want to give, this is CLTA. I know you can really read because I had a problem with my marker. CLTA is a certificate to teach Italian to non-Italian speaking people. I am trying to save money to get that. It's pretty expensive, but we can do it. I'm gonna put, I'm trying to think, because I really need money for traveling. I don't remember how much I need. Let me do a quick let me quickly figure out how much I owe, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the situation. I have all of these things that I'm trying to save money for, but I also have a trip coming up in, well, towards the end of January, the last couple of days of January, beginning of February. So I need the money for that. I definitely need the money for that, because it's gonna be not expensive, because not expensive, you know, per se, because I don't really spend that much money when I travel, but it's expensive because the place is expensive, and so I need some money. So I counted that to reach the total that I need by January, by the end of January, I should put to the side around 215, 217, which is most of what we have left, because we only had left, how much was it, 390 minus 10, let me write it down, 10, so 380 minus 50, so we had 330 euros, so it's essentially most of what we have here, which doesn't give me a lot to work for anything else. But I've already said in one of my other videos, and I'm gonna repeat it here, once I come back from this trip, I'm gonna have to cut down on traveling as much as I am right now, because right now I'm really focusing on traveling. I won't be able to do that, at least for now. I'm still gonna keep on saving to travel, it's just that it won't be this much, because this is really a lot going towards traveling, but since I have a trip already planned right now, I do need the money, and that is the only reason why this is prioritized right now. But once I come back, I won't prioritize traveling anymore, because unfortunately, for as much as I love traveling, and for as much, even my psychologist, you know, my therapist, she told me, you're a traveler, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't realize, but I am a traveler, like this is who I am, and I'm proud of it. Like, I am a traveler, I want to travel in life, this is what I want to do. But unfortunately, I don't have the means to do that right now, and so for as much as I love it, and for as much as I'm passionate about it, I also know that this is not a priority for me right now. So I am gonna give most of my money to travel only as of now, and I'm gonna give it 220, just to round up a little bit, and then from the moment I come back, we won't be giving all this money to traveling, because it's just too much, unless I find a side hustle. I'm still looking for a side hustle. If I find one that pays me, then of course I'll have much more money to go only towards my savings. Now let's talk about everything else. We have move out, CLTA, and retire. For this month, I think I'm gonna skip all these other things, because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So the remaining is going to go towards my challenges. And the reason why I'm prioritizing my challenges to anything else, like my retirement fund, my move out fund, my CLTA, is because these challenges I am saving for these very things. So I need to put some money towards my challenges, so it's gonna go to that. And we should have, if we did everything correctly, we should have a zero-based budget, but I'm gonna transfer everything here and we're gonna make sure of it. Alright, here I am. So now all we have to do is transfer the totals here and make sure that what we did was correct. Trust me, I'm trying my best to just cut down to the very minimum. I'm trying to keep only what I really need, and as you can see, like, all that I get essentially is going to savings and other things. I am really not keeping anything for my, well, I do have some money to spend, of course, but like my sinking funds, I really need some money in my sinking funds, because these are the ones where I usually, you know, happen to spend money from, but I can't. So yeah, we won't be able to. Hopefully this is gonna be what we get. So of 900, 310 is gonna go to my fixed expenses. My wallet is gonna get 200. My sinking funds are gonna get 10 euros only. And my savings are gonna get 380. Hopefully this is gonna change. All right, so let's make sure everything should equal 900. If it does, then we have a zero-based budget, which is correct, which is what we want. So 200, 10, 380, and the total is 900. All right, so it is a zero-based budget. Hopefully this is what we're gonna get, and if we do, then this is how things are gonna be. Otherwise I'm gonna have to make some changes. But anyway, this, oh, let me zoom you out. Alright, so this is all that I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you decided to stick around, then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.